Everyone, welcome back to another cycling video. So I thought I'd make a video for you beginners out there who perhaps don't really know what kind of kit you should need on the bike, or you're just unsure. So I thought I would discuss and go through some of the kit that I need. Some people overthink things as well, and they pretty much get the credit cards out and the checkbooks and they just start throwing money at Rafa jerseys and just whatever the local mammal's wearing. There's no need for that. You don't have to spend a lot of money to get functional things. Now for sure, if you want to have that whole image thing, the Rafa jersey that's $200 that does exactly the same as a $25-30 jersey, that's fine. I'm not knocking Rafa. It has a place, same as Nike, versus New Balance kind of thing, right? But yeah, what I'm trying to say is it's not always about the money. So what I'll do in this video is I'll show you some of the kit and equipment that I use. Okay, so starting with the most basic, have a it's a specialized, you can see there, although it doesn't matter what brand it is, helmet. So essentially what you want is you want it to conform to some kind of safety regulation. So don't get one from China. I mean, it could be made in China, but if it's just make sure that it conforms to the regulations in the country that you're in. So if you're in the EU, make sure that it conforms to some kind of EU regulations, because it might be that, I'm not saying this could be the case, but it might be that your health insurance might say, oh, he's wearing a Chinese helmet. That doesn't work here in the US. Therefore, you're not insured for your head damage, right? So think of things like that. So, and this is a 30 or 40 pounds helmet. So what's that in dollars? $60, let's say. $60 helmet. It's basic, it's entry level, hasn't got any mesh, flies go straight through, really pisses me off. But if you look on the inside, it's really basic. This piece is an extra. This is for the GoPro or similar camera, right? So something like this, you want to make sure you have one of these things. I can't see where my fingers are. One of these things on the back, and yeah, I would say try it on in store. Make sure it's comfortable. So that's obviously you don't have to wear a helmet, but you'd be pretty stupid not to. Blasting around at 30 kilometers an hour, and potentially if you fall and just tap your head on the pavement, you could be dead, versus, oh no, I've dented my plastic helmet and maybe I've got a little bit of a headache, right? I've certainly banged my helmet a couple of times, not this helmet, but I've certainly banged my helmet at the back. The back is typically where you're most likely to bang it, because obviously the front you can put your hands out, but I fell a few times and hit, maybe even on this helmet, I don't think so though, but I fell a few times and hit the back, and I've had no bruising or no damage. And the back of your head is the weakest. It's like literally, if you hit the back of your head with something, it's gonna crack like an egg. And then also as well, gloves. Some people may think of gloves as, gloves for comfort. Now, kind of a little bit, especially on the longer stuff. But really, you want these to protect your palms. So if you come off, what's the first point of contact? This. You could if you're traveling at speed, 30 kilometers an hour, and this is the first thing that goes down, just imagine what kind of damage that's done. That could be years worth of damage, rehabilitation. Maybe you can't feel your thumb anymore, so just for the sake of something like this, I'm not saying it's going to prevent you getting any kind of hand injury, but it's going to help, isn't it? I mean, this is probably thicker than maybe, I don't know, than your whole skin. Like, this is going to be like an extra layer of skin, and this has even got these pieces of gel on, which this gel's just going to get scuffed well before my hand does. So it's just that extra protection. So even if you're just going out to the shops for 5 minutes, stick some gloves on. I actually had one of my accidents on the bike, and it was less than a K from my house, like my parents' house. Back when I was living in England, it was less than a kilometre from the house, and a car just smashed into me. And you know, I fell, I put my hands down. I believe I was wearing gloves, but of course, you know, if I wasn't, it could have gone a lot worse. So that's that. Some kind of bottle, doesn't really matter what brand it is. I would advise trying to avoid BPA free, because in the heat, things like that, any kind of plastic that's not like BPA free or whatever, it's just gonna kind of heat up, and it's gonna start absorbing plastic into your water, and you may end up with some hormonal issues, or I don't know. But yeah, see, you can see it says, oh, you can't see it, but just trust me, it says BPA free, so make sure it's BPA free. Camelback is BPA free. Now maybe for the longer rides, you want something like this, a saddle bag. You don't have to have it, you can have a top tube bag and put all this stuff in, but I like it on the saddle. It's kind of out of sight when you're riding along, you're not banging your knees on it or anything like that. And maybe it's in a better position, you know, because your bike is obviously designed for most of your weight to be down on your seat, and this adding an extra 500 grams, kilo. I won't fully show you what I've got in it, but basically I've got tire levers, spare tube, mini pump, a quick patch kit, like just ones that you just stick on, glueless patches, and then I've got a few like bolts and little links and things like that, just extras. So I've got something like that. I definitely recommend some kind of cap. You can put it on, and it's looking a bit baggy now. You can put it on underneath your helmet. It's going to stop flies coming right through. As a baldy, I have a nightmare with flies coming through, things like that. And also this, you see how my face now is in the shadows. So this is going to keep your face in the shadows, keep that youthful glow, versus like an old kind of leather handbag, freckly kind of skin. And obviously if you've got the sun behind you, you can wear it like this, like a badass. So that's one thing. This is in no particular order, by the way. Some kind of head unit. Here I've got the Hammerhead Karoo. Or like I said before on videos, some kind of phone app so that you can log your rides, and you know, kind of look in real time. Some kind of charger. So if you are gonna use your phone, you know, you might want to charge it up, and it's got like, I don't know, charge your phone about 10 times this can. It's 10,000 amps, so milliamps, so you can charge your phone. Quite important as well if you're riding at night time, or you're riding somewhere that's poor conditions, a cycling light. Some people I notice now use these in the day, and there's like science and statistics could really be kind of tailored, you know, to help them sell more lights. But they say that it's safer to use the light during the day. I'm not really sold on that. But you know, I prefer to just wear bright clothing and, you know, keep my good position in the road so that people can see me. I'm not hidden in the gutter. But yeah, some kind of light, especially if you're riding in dull conditions. If you live somewhere that it's overcast all the time, like England, perfect. Types of glasses, so they don't have to be anything fancy. So just some regular sunglasses here. You can see they've got little holes in so that you can sweat so that you don't steam up. Same here. They're really dirty. Got some see-through lenses for if you live somewhere like England where it's always cloudy and overcast. You don't have to have these, but pair of Bluetooth headphones. You can just get like, you know, a regular wired pair of headphones. I used them for the longest time. Got a little bit sick of them snagging, and I've actually ripped a few as well. So yeah, that's one thing. If you are looking to train, I would recommend some kind of heart strap. So yeah, it just goes around your chest. You can get these in both Bluetooth and Ant Plus. So if you are using your phone, you can just use a Bluetooth one. If you are obviously using some kind of head unit like the Hammerhead, you can obviously just have it through Ant Plus. Here's something I recommend as well. Some kind of cycling shorts with the kind of squishy pad. And it's not a must, because obviously those squishy pad, that's really going to help you comfort on the road. I'd also recommend some of this as well. Personally, I made this myself. It's a chamois cream. I used a mixture of shea butter, olive oil, candelilla wax, and then I basically used like kind of menthol fragrances like peppermint and eucalyptus, so it's like kind of cooling. So you know, if you have a sore bum or whatever, it kind of cools it. So the combination of, but of course you can just buy a chamois cream. I know the people sponsor them and whatever. I'm not sponsored, so I just make my own. I basically just put it in a double boiler system where you can melt it in the microwave, and then just stir it all together and then just put it in a jar. So yeah, those two work really well. It's not a must, but I would say some kind of jersey. I've got this one from Woolly Bike. They actually sent it over to me, which was really nice of them. It's got pockets in, really nice big pockets. Look, fit my whole hand in here, and I've been known to put bottles in here as well. Like I can fit this whole bottles in, so I could literally be a water boy if I wanted. Now something like this is really good. My friend actually sent this over to me back in 2016. You can see this is supposed to be the colour red, but it's dyed in the sun pink. It's basically a 2 litre Camelback water bladder. It's got a pocket here, a pocket here. You can cram all kinds of stuff in it. It's really good for those longer rides. You know, if you're going to go for 6 hours or 8 hours, it fits nice on the back as well. It's not like too big and bulky like an actual backpack, so it's very low profile. You can still access your jersey pockets as well, so that's really good. I think that's basically it for the main equipment. I really can't think of anything else. If you have any more to add to this, any kind of like base equipment. Now, I'm not saying you need all this for your first ride, but this is stuff that I've accumulated over the years, and I would say all of this, except for the lights at the moment, because I'm not riding at night time. I don't do any nighttime rides, and we're in the summer as well, so it's light at like 5 AM 4 AM or something, so I don't need any of this stuff. I don't need the light, and this charger, I'm not really needing that at the moment because I'm not doing any kind of ultra endurance stuff. So maybe once I'm doing like 8-hour rides and stuff again, maybe I'll be using something like that. But yeah, if I missed anything, let me know down in the comments. What kind of core cycling equipment do you use? Also let me know down in the comments. Give this video a like if you found it useful, and I'll see you in the next video, everyone.